Hey guys, Black Friday week is here with 5 days of deals starting at just $12. Go to RamseySolutions.com/store to check them out. Well, hey, you guys. So today I'm going to react to a viral clip from a recent Real Housewives episode. I love the Real Housewives, Beverly Hills and the OC specifically. It's my guilty pleasure. And so I actually saw this on an episode and I thought, I have so many thoughts. But you're going to see the clip in just a second. But again, there is so much to weigh in on because it has to do with money. And I'll say this, spoiler alerts, I think both sides, both parties could use some constructive criticism. So stick around to hear my thoughts and make sure to subscribe if you want to see more fun episodes like this one. All right, first, let me give you a little context if you're not familiar with the show or the two women in this clip. So you have Gina, who has recently been divorced. She's kind of built this whole new life. She's a real estate agent now. She's surviving on her own. She's really doing it. Really proud of Gina. And then you have Jen, who she went through a divorce as well. I think she's waiting to get alimony from her ex-husband, but she's continuing to kind of live a lifestyle of the OC, stereotypically. And she has fallen behind on her rents. And it was the rent that Gina helped her find the place. And now Gina feels like, oh my gosh, my entire, part of my career reputation has been damaged because you're basically living at a place and not paying rent, but you could pay rent if you limited your lifestyle and got a job. And so it's like this clash of it. Anyways, it's so good. So let's roll the tape.
When you sign a contract, you have to follow that contract. You did not pay your rent. This is my brand new career, Jen.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't have gone running your mouth about my personal business.
I didn't run my mouth about my personal business.
Then how did Emily know about it?
Evicted. Do you know how I knew you were evicted? Instagram. I went out of my way to help you, and you burnt me.
I didn't burn
This
you.
and the fact that you'll sit there, Jen, and you really will have this attitude is pathetic.
You're being.
You need to grow up. You need to pay your bills. You need to figure out how to take care of yourself and your children. And it is not your ex-husband's responsibility, and it is not your boyfriend's responsibility. I am so upset by this. You called me and I helped you. Do you want to know something else? Because I don't think you get it, because I understand you don't get these things. I'm trying to explain
I don't get
to
these
you.
things. Are you implying that I don't know anything, Gina?
You don't know.
That you're
Do you know about this?
No, Gina, I do know.
I'm just saying.
I do know that me and my
trying to tell you how this. All right, I'm not going to do this, Jen.
hours,
If you don't even want me to talk because you don't want to hear the truth, then it's the truth. I'm telling you how it affects me. You don't, and I get it. Yeah, it is real. And you really need to wake up. Wake up, Jen. You're not paying your rent. You're getting your hair and makeup done. Why aren't you paying your rent? You're getting your threads done. Why aren't you paying your rent? You're at the gym every day.
Oh, Gina. Man, the drama. Okay, this is why we love the Real Housewives. You just get to see all the fights we don't really have in real life. Like, I can't even imagine, getting in a fight like this as an adult woman, but this is why we love entertainment. Okay, so to Gina, who was in the hat, here's the thing. I think that, it was unfair that your professional reputation was on the line. I get it. And some of the points you were making to Jen, I agree with. But we also have to learn that yelling and shaming people is not, a great way to go about things. And even if you feel wronged by someone, I would say it's usually not smart to just stoop to their level, right? More empathy and questions probably would have been a better way to come at the friendship. And again, I also think Gina was in a position of I have to tell her these things because she's going to see it and change her mind. And one thing I have learned is that you cannot control people. You can't. And usually it's not one sentence or here's a paragraph of me venting is suddenly going to wake that person up where they're like, I suddenly hear it. That usually doesn't happen. It's usually them hitting rock bottom and them having to decide that change has to occur. It doesn't always come from a person. Even though we want to believe it does, most of the time, it doesn't always work. So, again, I think for Gina, some of the things she was saying, I agreed with. And she may have to draw boundaries from now on when it comes to her friends and business. Sometimes you got to do that. Okay, and then to Jen, on the other side, I do feel really bad for her. She's trying to figure out life. She's never worked a day in her life. She has 5 kids. She was used to a certain lifestyle. And then when that rug gets pulled out from under you, it's like, oh my gosh, what do we do? So I would tell her that she needs to have a budget. I would probably give her every dollar. I would give her every dollar premium and say, hey, connect this to your bank account and let's look at your expenses and let's figure out what can you afford. And then understanding, okay, what do I need above and beyond if she is, going to get alimony or, something from her ex, but above and beyond, what do we have to do? And what are things in her life that she can do to make money? Because here's the thing too. I mean, I don't know how old she is. Maybe, late 40s, I would say. Maybe early 50s. I don't know. They all look younger than probably what they are. But, you could start a whole new life. Like, you still have years and years and decades ahead of you. So, do something great with your life. And I think that that's huge. And in the meantime, I would lower your lifestyle expectations. I would cut costs, which is really, really hard. But that's going to give you more peace than constantly still trying to keep up a certain lifestyle, especially a pretty luxurious lifestyle, one that most of them live. And again, maybe this is grabbing a side hustle. If you don't have that margin, what are things that you can do to make money that, may not have to do with being on national TV. Maybe there's something more lucrative. I don't know. Or maybe it's paying great and budget the money that you're getting from this show. But the idea of living within your means is really, really crucial. And for some people, when they have to take a step back from a lifestyle, it's really humbling and really, really difficult. But it brings you so much more peace than trying to keep up a lifestyle by going into debt and overspending. Because that's just going to cause more anxiety and more fear in your life. And you guys, let's keep in mind that even if someone looks like they're doing great from the outside, you don't know the full picture of what's really going on, right? I mean, Jen's still driving her Range Rover. And if you didn't know, you'd see this beautiful blonde and you'd be like, oh yeah, she's probably doing great. And I don't know, maybe she isn't, right? And maybe what Jen really needs to learn also is that level of contentment. Like when you realize that stuff isn't the thing that's going to fulfill you or your identity, something shifts within you. And I don't want to put that completely on her because I don't know her personally, but just from what we see from the edits of the show, I think, I don't know, it could be something for her to possibly start to, navigate, maybe everybody, even myself, right? To navigate this idea of contentment. My contentment journal is actually on sale right now for 30% off during our 50 days of Christmas. So make sure to click the link below. But this is a great tool to use just to walk through every day for 90 days. It starts with gratitude, it leads into humility, and then it ends on contentment. I mean, you guys, let's be honest. Who said that reality TV can't teach us a valuable lesson? So listen, I am rooting for you, Gina. I am rooting for you, Jen. You guys got this. And if you enjoyed this lighthearted reality TV react, make sure to check out Financial Expert Reacts to Love is Blind Money Fight next. And I will put it in the show notes for you listening on podcast. All right, you guys, remember to take control of your money and create a life you love.